Peeps, in this video we're going to go over why protein is the number one most important nutrient that you need to be consuming during this 6-week challenge. So protein's the most important nutrient, I feel, for a number of reasons. So for starters, just by consuming it, you'll be burning more calories off just because it takes a lot more energy for your body to actually digest and break it down. Number two, it's necessary to repair, maintain and build muscle. So in order to recover adequately from the sessions we'll be putting you through, you'll need to make sure your protein's high enough. And for the girls, what this will allow you to do is maintain the lean body mass that you have on your body right now whilst losing fat. So when you lose your body fat, you'll still have that tone and you still have that shape to your body rather than just losing muscle and fat at the same time and getting that over skinny look. And for the guys, basically, if you don't consume enough protein, you are not going to build any new muscle in this diet. It's just a fact that if your body doesn't have the protein to build muscle with, you can train as hard as you like. You're just not going to get anywhere. Also, it boosts our immune system, so it'll leave you feeling stronger, more energetic, and more healthy. And as well as that, it keeps you full for a long period of time. So if you increase the protein level in your meals, you shouldn't get anywhere near as hungry during the diet, which is always a good thing. So for your guidelines, protein in this diet is probably the easiest one to understand. And it's also, in my opinion, the easiest part of this nutrition plan to implement as long as you're prepared. So lean meats are always your best option just because they contain a lot of vitamins and nutrients. So you'll feel energetic and they'll keep you fuller for longer. Make sure you consume protein in every meal. So that's a big one, guys. If you skip 1 or 2 meals worth of protein each day, it's very difficult to hit your protein goal for that day. So make sure you don't do that. For the people doing fat loss or looking on losing some weight, try to have 2 meals of white meat, so white fish or chicken or turkey or something like that, for every 1 meal of red meat or like fatty meats like eggs, salmon, beef, pork, that sort of thing. That's pretty simply just because white meats are lower in calories overall. So because we're looking to cut your caloric intake down slightly, that'll work better for you. And vice versa for the muscle gain, guys. If you want to look to build some muscle in this diet and that's your main goal, try to have 2 meals of 2 meals of red meat for every 1 of white. Protein shakes are very, very handy for this sort of thing. I'd highly recommend it for anyone who can afford them. They're not that expensive, but you know, some people won't bother. If you do, it's a very good thing just because occasionally life will throw a curveball at you and you won't be prepared for a meal and you know, you won't have time to quickly cook up a piece of chicken or something. So if you've got a protein shake on hand, all you have to do is get your 54 grams of protein out of that shake and then just consume it with, you know, a little handful of nuts or an apple or whatever other food suits that meal. So work out your portion sizes based on the cheat sheet I'll give you, which will look something like this. So very straightforward. I want to have 5 meals in this day. This is actually my one. So I'm consuming 5 meals in this day, one of them being my post-workout shake. And in each of those meals, including the post-workout shake, I have to get 54 grams of protein, which I have examples of straight under it. So to get my protein, I could have, 175 grams of chicken or 170 grams of pork or 190 grams of salmon or 4 eggs or 1 1/4 scoops of the protein shake that I use. So I'll have examples of all the best foods underneath it like that. This is a huge one, I reckon, for being able to maintain this diet. Protein is this part of the diet is really easy to enforce as long as you're prepared and have the foods on hand. If you get lazy and don't go shopping or you run low on protein containing foods, it's very, very difficult to find snacky foods or anything like that that is high enough in protein to reach your goals. So make sure you always have your kitchen stocked up. Cook things in bulk and buy things in bulk. So if you're having chicken for a meal, don't cook 1 meal's worth. Cook a kilo of chicken and then just either separate it into little packets or just leave it in your fridge. That way, for the next 4 or 5 meals that you want to have chicken in, it's already cooked, it's already on hand, you just got to reheat it. Feel free to use marinades and sauces. These aren't good for you per se, but they're not really that bad that they'll affect your results. And what they do is just keep you sane. So you're not, eating plain chicken breast or plain beef the whole time. And make sure you have, if possible, your protein shake post-workout. It's always the best option because it's digested so quickly. You're able to start repairing your muscles a lot sooner. So best protein sources for the diet: tuna or any sort of fish, especially the white ones. Lean cuts of red meat, lean cuts of white meat. So I've got a few examples there. Low-fat cottage cheese is a really good one. You just probably have to mix it with something, like an LSA nut mix or something like that, just to give it some flavour. Your protein shakes and eggs are a good option every now and then. So breakfast is probably the best time for that. And that's about it. So like I said before, guys, make this as easy on yourself as you can. So buy things in bulk and cook them in bulk so they're always in your kitchen. Vary your food sources as much as you can to prevent you, A, getting sick of it, and also to prevent building up any intolerances to foods. And yeah, add the marinades and sauces. Vary that up as much as you want. Get recipes online. Do whatever just to make your meals more interesting, or you'll go crazy. So if you have any questions, guys, let me know. And that's about it. Let's get into it.